Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hotline League live in Chicago. There are 5 people in front of us because the doors are just getting opened right now, Mark.
Just to your left, you can't see it, there's a massive line of people who showed up just for Hotline League.
Yes, and we don't even mean just like right now to FanFest. We mean they're
entirely.
not. Who knows if they'll even watch the games? They're just here to watch it.
Like,
yes.
There'll probably be like 20 people for the games.
Yes. I see. Thank you to the production folks and Riot friends that are in the audience right now. This is going to get packed in just a couple minutes because, again, we're not kidding about this massive line out there.
Yeah, just behind the jib, there's all the people waiting to come in for FanFest. We're joking it's just for us, but there is a lot of really cool stuff out there too. All the team booths, some of the sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, and speaking of sponsors, I want to give a huge shout out to Grubhub. We're at the Grubhub stage right now. It's fantastic. They're going to be doing a Feeding Frenzy competition tomorrow, but today we get this entire stage to ourselves and our guests, Mark, who we'll have on shortly.
We'll see if we'll bring them on, or I'll just want to dominate the stage myself.
Yeah, we might just keep this for the full hour and a half or so. It's a bit of a shorter show because Mark has to run off to actually get ready to cast and commentate.
There's
or
rehearsals and
yes.
all that stuff. So
He's
yeah,
gonna be on the desk. Can you say what you're doing? Is it a big surprise?
No, I'm on the desk.
There we go. He's on the desk. Big surprise for everybody
Shocker.
who's unfamiliar with his work. Anyway, so we're going to be getting folks in just a couple minutes. But while we wait for the audience to trickle in, and I would love for the audience to start trickling in now. The doors are supposed to open at 10.
The sooner we can get here, the sooner we can get questions.
Security, please open the gates for these people who are waiting so patiently. Mark, how have you enjoyed Chicago so far?
I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So coming in, I was talking about how it's not a coastal city, and I'm very biased towards those cities. So when people were like, Chicago's really cool, I didn't know if I believed it. Eventually, I've warmed up to the city since I've walked around and gotten food and stuff.
Because this is your first time here.
This is the first time in Chicago for me.
Yes. I really
you?
love Chicago. I came in early because I love this city so much. It's an amazing city. Let's shout out Chicago for the 5 people in the audience. It's been fantastic. Okay, so what are your expectations? I know we're stealing the desk content.
Of course.
But what are your expectations for today's match?
So funny enough, this is a very hard series to have expectations for.
Yes.
Obviously, with the big news about Danny, which we'll have Nicole on first, I believe. And we can probably pick her brain a little bit about
Spoilers.
it. Spoilers. Well,
Yes.
It's called teasing, giving them an idea of what to look forward to.
Sure.
But yeah, it's just hard to know what EG is going to do when they have this late-minute substitution in playoffs. They haven't really practiced with him much before. He's had like 5 days with Cowrie coming out to change their play style, maybe? I don't really know. And that makes it a very hard series to predict versus 100 Thieves, who you would assume should be the big favorites. But EG got past TL while going through this internal turmoil.
Yes. And I mean, they're no stranger to pressure. I mean, they basically ran the lower bracket last time. Obviously, as you mentioned, a bit of an emergency substitution situation here, but we could see some interesting things out of them today. How do you think Cloud9's going to fare tomorrow?
So, like, they're definitely the final boss.
Yes.
We were talking about this in the previous episode about how they might have some of the best players in every position in playoffs right now. Fudge plays a lot of the good counters. Jensen has his pocket picks, but also plays meta. Blabber's been hulking out. Berserker's maybe the best AD carry in the league. So it just feels like they're stacked top to bottom.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited to see what they can do this weekend. For yourself, what else are you looking forward to, Mark?
Well, there is LCS 10, so I don't want to spoil any of the other things going on because I know you're so anti-spoiler.
Yes. It's a special finals, though.
It is a special finals, yeah. And there's going to be a lot of guest appearances as well as homages, and I think a lot of the ceremony type things will call back to the history of the LCS. So I think there'll be a lot of really cool stuff for fans.
Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to it. I was leaked a guest list of people who will be at this event for finals, and I am very excited about it. Yes, I have sources, okay? It's a very extensive list. There's a lot of people. And that's not even counting the VIPs that we will see facing off against each other in the Double If Tyler 1 match tomorrow here on stage.
That was a really cool one. I thought that was today.
Yeah. No.
So I was
today,
talking to my
Mark.
producer. I was like, get the cameras out here and get B-roll that we
Yes.
can use on the main stage.
Well,
And
they
then-
could, but it would just be us because we're.
Yeah,
we're
but
the,
I thought it was for today because I'm
Yes.
stupid.
Yes, you are. Okay. Anyway, looks like we're still getting some people filling in here, so hopefully doors start moving a little faster. I promise we have a giant line of people right outside, slowly getting in here.
So this is not the usual production crew, obviously, that we work with.
Yes,
'cause
but
it's
they're
usually just a
amazing.
bedroom. They
Yes.
are amazing. And I also have a habit of on the spot asking for things.
Oh.
I wonder if we could show the insane crowd just behind.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause-
know if we have a float. Oh, yeah, they're cheering. They hear
Yeah,
us.
oh, there you go. They got it on stream. Thank
Yes,
you,
okay,
production. Production's
fantastic.
amazing. I love when I can just say things and it happens.
Yes.
It's amazing. So yeah, all those people are waiting just for us.
Yes, exactly. They're waiting so patiently too. Speaking of this production crew, I'll give this little anecdote, and then maybe we can grab our first guest of the day. But when I first got in on Wednesday night, and everybody in the back is going to be groaning right now, I decided to go at like midnight to a bar nearby because I was like, oh, it's late. I'm going to grab some food and a drink. And as I walked up, a couple of guys were like, Travis? And I was like, hey. And they're like, hey, we worked with you in Houston, and we're going to be doing your show.
Oh, yeah.
And they invited me in, and we drank, and they ordered a couple shots, cotton candy shots, and it was
judge
a
them
great
for it?
time. Yes, they told me about a Shins concert they were going to go to, and then
Then you went on Thursday.
yes, and then they did not go because they were busy building the stage and creating the production.
So they told you of a good concert.
Yes.
You went, and then they had to actually work.
yes, and I texted them pictures. So if we have
Was
any
that supposed to endear you to them?
if we have production issues today, it'll be because of that. Oh, look, the line is moving now. Okay.
Oh.
Fantastic. Here we go. We're finally getting folks in just a couple minutes late, but we should be good here. So should we call up our first guest? We can
may
start
as well.
to talk to her a little bit while we get some questions going here in a second. Once the crowd fills in, we will explain how you have your chance to get on the show and share your take and all that. So we'll have that here in just a second. But if we can get our first guest coming up here, I know she's in the green room right now, and she's en route, so we should be good.
So we'll pick her brain a little bit. I can see people wrapping around the corners and heading in. So this will fill out in a second.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah.
We have. It's going to be an amazing crowd. I think they sold. I mean, this is going to also be a packed arena next to us in just a couple hours because I know that there are a lot of tickets that got sold for this thing.
I have not been keeping up, as usual.
Yeah, you're just oblivious.
I just show up.
You thought today was going to be a tournament instead of our show.
I thought it was after, because we're the first thing.
Yeah. No, they are doing, and I don't think this will hit the broadcast, unfortunately, but they are doing a special edition of This or That.
Yes.
So for everyone who's in the line right now, you can stick around after our little shindig is done here, and you can watch a live version of This or That on stage. And those guys I don't think they've ever done it live.
They've done it live.
Have they?
They're nodding in the crowd.
Yeah, if they it was not very notable, I think, whenever they did.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. We'll see how they can do.
Friends of the
whenever it's
show.
live.
Friends
Yes.
of the show, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so we should have our first guest up here in just a moment.
Nicole's big timing us right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Making us sweat while she.
Oh, here she is.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
fantastic.
there she is.
Coming to the stage, can we get a big cheer for Nicole from Evil Geniuses, the CEO? Fantastic. All those people in line right now, can you guys cheer too so that we can hear you? Yeah, there we go.
We have a smoke machine. When
Fantastic,
you show up. You're like a
fantastic.
rock star.
This is very exciting.
Yes, welcome to the show, Nicole. How are you enjoying Chicago so far?
It's good.
Yeah?
I've lived in Chicago.
I forgot about that, yes.
So it's like coming back home.
Yeah, what are the good spots? Do you have any local recommendations for Chicago folks visiting?
If you go to the West Loop, near here, almost any restaurant on that strip is good.
Okay, fantastic.
Not near the Player Hotel.
Okay, good to know. Well,
Don't
the Player
leave.
Hotel is secret, but we'll share with the players not to go out to any of those places. Okay, so how exciting is it to be here with your team performing yet again? You did it in spring. You're doing it again in summer.
It's good. We had a little bit of emotional turmoil on if we would make it, but
Yes.
we're here. We're ready. We're excited.
Yeah. I'm very excited too to see you guys play. Mark, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So the elephant in the room, obviously, the Danny situation, him stepping back. How has the team dealt with that? Like, how did they kind of learn about it? Just like, what's some of the stuff that you can share with us about how that situation went down and like where we're at now?
For sure. And first of all, like fans, thank you for being so supportive given this obviously crazy situation. We were so impressed with the response and everyone stepping up to help. It's obviously not ideal. Team cohesion, practice together, exposure, stage experience, all things that help. And Cowrie, while he is freaking amazing, this is a big step up last minute for him. And so we feel good. We've been scrimming. The team cohesion is good. Everyone's excited. We at EG have already trained our veterans in liking bringing up young, new talent. So we're set to go and excited for the performance today.
Yeah. Excited to see them play in just a short time.
Classic question, how are scrims going? I think, was it you who said scrims were going great at the Houston Hotline League?
No, that was Steve.
Someone, I remember, yeah, that's right, because someone was
Yeah,
like,
Steve
scrims
just
are
shat
going
on
great.
me the whole time.
and then they got destroyed. I remember the scrim rumors did not go well.
Nicole was very humble on that show and was like, yeah, we're going to see you. We're just excited to be here. And then they just destroyed everybody. So.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna be petty for a second. So Steve, last Hotline League, was like, JoJo's gonna shit the bed. And then he picked JoJo 9th best LCS player. And I'm like, Steve, damn it, Steve.
He definitely made an
Steve
impression.
never overreacts. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, either way, it looks like folks are starting to filter
You know
in
what?
now.
I don't know how you feel. People are starting to show up. There's some people who beelined right here. I
Yes.
think they should be rewarded.
Yes.
Thank you to the 6 EG fans.
That
Okay.
guy's got a Cloud9 shirt on. There's some Cloud9.
So,
FlyQuest is okay.
Drew, if you want to come up to the front here. So Drew, my producer, is going to be here with a bunch of note cards and pens. So if you would like to have us share a take on the show or have a question asked to us, please approach Drew right now and write something down on one of those cards. We'll get those handed up here, and then Mark can decide. Make sure you write your name so that Mark can
Yes.
call you up, because that would be very good. Okay, cool. We got people going up to
So
him,
the way,
this'll work.
Drew will collect all your questions with your name on them. He'll hand them to me. I'll sort through them, look for people. Obviously, that's why we did it right now, so that there's a lower pool. You get to
Yes.
probably get pulled right away. Try to make sure your first questions are EG related.
I'll take. No, I'm just kidding.
You'll take
I'll do
Papa's
any.
questions?
Yeah, sure. I'm on.
If you have 100 Thieves questions, they'll be up next. Jack, as the final boss, will be the last one on. So there will be opportunities to
And we take questions and takes. So
questions and takes.
if you want to say something like you think EG is the greatest org or the worst org or they're going to win or they're going to win Worlds, whatever you want to say, feel free to write that in, and we'll get those handed back to us in just a second. So while we wait for folks to fill those in, I see more and more people grabbing them, so that's fantastic. While we wait for folks to fill those in, I guess we can just ask, how's the summer been for you, Nicole, in terms of the team? Because obviously some last-minute unfortunate stuff going on now, but I think a lot of people were expecting a post-MSI slump because teams normally do that. Instead, you guys showed up and just kept destroying people during the regular season.
So candidly, I think we were all surprised, and we're just waiting for when does MSI burnout hit. Because we were also surprised that we came in swinging and like taking people out, which is good. Started strong, helped, I think, snowball, but this is a grueling competitive season for anyone. So we're not surprised that we're a little tired right now, but
Yeah.
got some good rest.
How much do you think was teams at the beginning of the year, or split, excuse me, not being great? Because like Cloud9 is in the final boss right now, but they came in with a substitute bot lane because they were having visa issues and stuff. So like, do you think other teams have more caught up, or do you think that MSI part hit? Like, what do you think? Or was it, the Danny situation, obviously? Like, what kind of led to you guys having to make the lower bracket run again?
Oh gosh, yeah, lower bracket run. I think twofold. Internally, I think we were lucky. We made a good calculated bet on our young players who really took that international experience. Like JoJo's development from the start of summer to now is undisputed. And MSI really helped fuel that. On the flip side, though, I do think generally there is a competitive and not so competitive split among the LCS teams. And some of the teams that were on the fringe really worked to pull themselves together and be more of a contender. But you probably didn't see that until recently, versus like the EGs or the 100 Thieves, the teams that have had consistent rosters to build, have been able to, oh gosh, you're cracking up, have been able to do well.
We got our first takes.
So I have 2 cards here thus far. More people are filling them out, and I encourage people to keep filling them out.
Yes.
One is a C9 take, which I'm probably not going to.
I can try my best. I might make up an answer.
We'll wait.
The other one's not quite a take, but Potato Legend, if you want to come up to the mic and just drop it right now. Yeah, come on.
Potato Legend. So there's a microphone right here.
Come up.
If you want to come over here. I'm nervous for this because Mark is.
Please remember your takes as well, because I have them and
Yeah.
I can refresh you on them. But it'd be better if you could say it yourself. So
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so my take is that EG's the greatest org in the world. They're going to win it all this weekend, even without Danny. Woo! Nice.
Okay,
my
why do you think? We keep
This is a
people
great
on the
take.
show.
You
Get
have
this
to-
guy a
you have to
jersey.
stay standing.
Jersey.
We keep people on. Okay, so why do you think they're the greatest org in the world, and why do you think they're going to win the weekend even without Danny?
I mean, this whole show's only going to keep going, all you guys, if we keep bringing up NA talent. And we just got to keep doing it. Dig deep, scout, bring them up. We love them.
Okay, so it's going to be the NA. So you're looking at Vulcan and JoJo to really bring it together.
Absolutely. And Vulcan's great, but JoJo's just up on a whole nother level.
Okay, I'm sure Vulcan appreciates that.
Okay. Quickly, let's debate internally. Which of us
Who do you
is
think
better?
is better? Okay, so Mark, I think I know how Nicole's going to handle this, but Mark, you first.
You want me to just disagree?
Yeah,
I
no.
don't think they're going to win it all this weekend.
Oh, what a surprise, Mark.
Okay,
Have you
so
ever believed in us? Ever?
So,
And have you ever been right?
yes, because during your spring lower bracket run, I predicted you guys in every matchup until the finals, where then I said 100 Thieves. So I did believe in you guys beating Team Liquid. I did believe in you guys beating a couple of those teams. And then I lost faith. So did I learn my lesson? Absolutely not. I'm going to predict you guys maybe to beat 100 Thieves. We'll see. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, you don't want
And
to
you
spoil
should
your
predict we
predictions.
lose to Cloud9. I
Precisely-
like how this
Precisely
goes.
what I'm going to do, so we can repeat spring.
Yeah.
so that it
Yep,
works
yep,
out.
yep.
Okay. All right, Nicole, why is EG the greatest? Speaking of really hot takes, why is EG the greatest team ever and going to win the whole thing?
This is a hard one to respond to.
Yes.
The world, too. So T1, not so hot.
Yeah.
Completely watched TV.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
In the world.
Party's over.
RNG who?
Yes.
No,
No idea.
No, I love it. Thank you for appreciating what we're trying to do to help not only us, but all of North America.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Anything that you want to shout out here at the end?
You guys are great. Listen to you every week. Big shout outs, Mark, Travis.
Okay.
Thank you
very
so much.
So we are doing a fun little thing here with each of the callers, which I think I've told you about, but maybe we forgot.
You did not.
Okay, so would you like a $5 Grubhub gift card, or would you like me to double it and give it to the next
this is
caller?
awesome.
Double it. Keep it going.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. We'll get you next. Okay, so I think it's probably a good time to get our next guest up to join us on the panel. So we'll get him queued up here in just a second.
Papasmithy?
Yes. Well, okay, that's, again, spoilers, Mark.
I already told you
You
people the
spoil
order.
everything.
You think that planning ahead is spoiling. I'm trying to let people know that
it's a big surprise.
100 Thieves takes are the ones that we probably
Who could
want.
it be?
Yes. So
One
we'll,
to two people.
we'll production queuing him up right now. While that happens, we finally have some more folks really coming in and filling. So if you're out here, if you were at a team booth or a sponsor booth,
Those suck.
immediately leave that booth and come to the Hotline League stage, because if Grubhub doesn't see a packed audience here, we're never going to get renewed next year. So that's how it's going to go.
I also think it's funny how much you've gamified doing the show, because you want to be the last take picked hopefully, so that the Grubhub gift card has stacked up to like
Yes.
$100-something.
Yes, exactly. But we don't know. Maybe somebody will take it at 10. We have no idea. So
If you're just getting here and you want to try and get on the show, Drew in the white shirt.
yes, Drew waving his hand. If you would like to give a take or a question, please go find Drew. What you want to do is write down your take or question. Write your name down as well. If you don't give a name, we can't call you up, and we will get you on the show. So again, Drew standing up here at the front, white shirt. I know it's very vague of a description, but
Especially 100 Thieves people. I see some people with jerseys out there.
yes,
If you have a 100 Thieves take,
if a 100 Thieves person would like to defend their team, please go find Drew
tell
at
us
the front.
why they're going to beat evil geniuses,
Yes.
and then Nicole can tell you why you're wrong, and Papa can tell you why you're right.
Yes. Speaking of Papa, we should have him coming up here any minute. I see the fog
The
machine
fog
going.
machine's going out.
Yeah,
My God, is that Papasmithy's music
Maybe just
from the top
it
rope?
might have just been very coincidental. Okay, here he is. Okay, he's coming up right now, emerging from the fog. Very dramatic. This is the most dramatic entrance we've ever had
Well,
for
you
our guest.
started it early. Like you can see him coming up the stairs, but there's a whole. There he is.
There we go.
Whoa.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show, Papasmithy, joining up with Mark. Mark, do you want to swap over here?
I'll swap over there when
Okay,
Jack
okay.
comes
Whenever
out.
we got against.
I don't want to sit near you
Okay.
longer than necessary.
Welcome to the show, Papasmithy.
Thank you, thank you.
Can we get a cheer for Papasmithy? Hey, there we go. Okay, awesome. Okay, Papasmithy, how have you enjoyed Chicago so far?
So my first Riot event was Worlds 2016, so it's my second time in Chicago after being here at the Chicago Theater 6 years ago, so I feel old about that. But Chicago's a beautiful city. Walking around is really impressive, definitely more impressive than LA. Not trying to get the
Oh, wow,
local
wow.
pop, but it's nice.
Classic, popular.
Fans are happy, fans are happy.
Papasmithy.
I watched my boys play solo queue, and it says 2 ping, which that's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, I haven't even
2
thought
ping.
about that.
Love it. But overall, great impression.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
I have tried to play ARAMs on the hotel Wi-Fi, and it says 33 ping, you know,
Ooh.
and then it also is just up and down the whole time. It's miserable.
What have they got downstairs is way better, so we're blessed, I
All right,
guess.
at least you guys got good ping.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, how's the playoffs been for you so far, Papasmithy?
Yeah, obviously the first match you play from the upper bracket is the big one, right? The one best of 5 to make to Worlds, so we were able to take that one down. So that's obviously a huge relief. And from there, it's about picking up that second title. So overall, things are good. Happy the boys could pull through Team Liquid, and now it's just about how we can do against EG. Last time I was sitting next to Nicole, it didn't go so well, so we're hoping for things to pick up this time.
Well, best of luck. Looking forward to seeing how things go there. I think we should have some more questions coming
So,
up.
I have
here in
one
just a second.
general take, but I'm still looking for a good 100 Thieves one.
Well, here I think we've got the last. We got another stack flying in. If you would like.
All right. Well, in the meantime, we'll
Okay.
just fill some time. Yo, it's Patty O has a take about just how good this year has been.
Okay, so here comes Yo. It's Patio. Hello, Patty.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome to the show. Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Fort Collins, Colorado. And what is your take today?
So this is the most exciting playoffs and year that we've ever had. So just going into it, we are 1 game short of the most playoffs ever, or most playoff games ever played. And that was 2020 and 2021 summer. So we're guaranteed more this weekend. On top of that, we're going to have the highest percentage of games played because it's a different format.
Yep.
Besides 2013 spring with TSM. And you never know who's going to win. TSM's done great. C9 actually showed up in playoffs. And yeah, it just has been every series is a banger.
Every series is a banger of this playoffs. Completely agree. It's been an amazing playoffs, and I feel like it's leading all to this amazing finals weekend here. I'm very excited.
You guys no one better get 3-0'd. There's been no 3-0s this entire playoff so far. I swear to God, if one of you does it on the big stage.
Okay. That's a clarifying question. Did you speak at Grubhub at spring finals?
Yeah, I was
Were you the
last
guy who
one.
shat on EG?
No, I haven't eaten.
Are you certain?
I said
I
they were
remember
going-
your face.
No, I'm pretty sure I said they were going to win. They
Okay.
knocked out C9. They had to win.
But you were still wearing a C9 jersey, right?
I have an EG jersey in my bag.
What? What?
Okay, he's gonna
C9's
change.
not playing today. Why are you in the C9 jersey?
Quickly change it to the EG jersey.
Did you set this up, Nicole?
Scrambling.
Fantastic.
Okay.
There we
you
go.
gotta change.
Yeah,
you gotta
put it on.
change.
Wow.
Okay.
Very
My
good
clarifying
memory. Yes.
question
This is
is
scripted,
done.
right?
No, very good memory. Very impressive.
There
okay.
you go, Nicole. Let's go, EG.
Thank you. Thank you.
But then tomorrow, is it still Let's Go EG if they make it?
No, it's let's go C9.
Okay. We tried.
I think it was Mark. You said that C9's been every single or finals every single year.
Yep, C9's made the finals every single year.
Yeah.
There's something about those systems, man.
Okay, so we've all enjoyed playoffs, but have you guys enjoyed playoffs? Because I feel like for everyone except for the teams, they've been great. All the teams I feel like are having heart attacks every day.
I've aged 10 years this playoffs.
I can't afford to do that at this point, but it's been crazy. I mean, you look globally, and it's 5 games meta, right? Almost every region, and I've been asking my analysts and players, like, is there a real reason for that? Obviously, people know blue side is strong at the moment, but apart from that, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to it. So it's so interesting that we're hitting max games possible basically every region.
Yeah, people have been asking that a lot, and every time they ask me, I just kind of like bullshit, basically, because I don't know exactly why either. It's like, yeah, the durability patch made snowballing harder, so teams can't close as easily or something. And I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying it. I have no clue. It's crazy why it's so close.
Yeah, I have no idea, but it has been very fun. To your point, and I think it's been fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing how the teams do this weekend. Is there anything that you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my 2 friends and roommates back at home, Dan and Tyler, and then just Grubhub and a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much. And also, wait, one last question. Would you like?
It's gonna double.
It's gonna double. Okay, we're doubling the Grubhub gift card. Thank you, thank you.
For people who just got here and might have missed it at the end of every question, you can either take a Grubhub gift card or double it and pass it on.
So we're going to be up to $20 now. Okay. What do we got, Mark?
We got one more question for 100 Thieves coming from Zenithu. Hey, I know Zenithu is a longtime Hotline League and Travis Gafford Twitch sub
person. Yes. Okay, welcome to the show. Where are you from?
I'm from up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What is your take for today's show?
So I just kind of wanted to say how 100 Thieves are the new face of North American talent. Even though, sorry Nicole, you have JoJo and Danny, sure, but up in the Pipeworks you have like all the 100 Thieves Next people that are gonna start coming to the LCS in the next couple of years, and they're all insane. You have Tenacity, you have Yan, you have Copy, you already have Boom up there. It says so many people, Kanve. All the people in the 100 Academy, even this year, you saw them in the Spring Proving Grounds Finals, and they got 3rd place in the Summer Proving Grounds Finals. And honestly, they're just doing so good on the prospect front.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so Papasmithy, you guys have, and I want to talk to Nicole about this too, because you both have invested a ton in development, but starting on the 100T side, what can you speak to in terms of just how deep of a lineup you guys have in the pipeline?
Yeah, it's a topic that a lot of people who follow Academy and Amateur are aware of, but obviously not hitting our LCS lineup it misses some people. From our side, investing in young North American talent is a reward in and of itself, even before it hits the LCS stage. As Zenithu, who's a member of the 100 Thieves Discord and an enthusiast, obviously knows, but the biggest advantage to us is that when it comes to internal scrims or warm-ups or just having a lot of people pass through our org that start in 100 Thieves Next gives us options every split. There's always the thought to bring in a player. Obviously, 2023 is coming. There's a consideration again. So I think it keeps us honest, whereas for us, it's just been something that we're really proud of. And I mean, just selfishly, I love the fact that every time I go to the LCS, I see Poom, Luger, Kenvi, all these guys who came through our org, finding success on other orgs. So that obviously is personally very satisfying.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question for Nicole. Do you feel like 100 Thieves is the face of NA talent development? Do you think it's you guys because you actually have them on your team, in the main
I think
roster?
they deserve to be the public face at the end of the day.
Oh.
Listen, I know you're looking for a hot take, but I'd rather have us compete against 8 more 100 Thieves who give a shit, put in the work, do develop, than TSM.
Oh, there you go. There is the hot take.
The big reaction from the crowd here. Why? Actually, a question for either of you. Why do you guys think it is that you two seem to be, or your organizations seem to be the ones that are doing the most in the space, especially when we see some of the other LCS teams just like seemingly not even really trying to develop?
I can speak for us, and I've obviously spent a lot of time speaking to Andrew and EG as well, but both of us are, new orgs to the LCS. When it came to capitalizing on the dominant names of the LCS that were winning in 2018 and around the time of franchising, we didn't really have an angle there. So it was, okay, so how can we find a competitive advantage? How can we find a way to differentiate? And investing in those players who were below the academy level or too young or hadn't finished high school was a way to find an advantage, because NA teams were looking anywhere except NA for players. So ultimately, I think it was a way for us to show that we were about something else and find a spine when just throwing money wasn't going to be an angle.
Yeah. And Nicole, how about on your end? How did this end up happening for EG, where you guys really decided to invest?
I would agree with what Papa said, part of the necessity, but I would say we also have a bias of being a new org, new leadership, myself, not from the league scene, and trying to understand how to build a competitive roster. And I would get the same incestuous answers. Here's the 12 people that matter. And that doesn't make sense logically. And so for us to do the work to figure out what makes sense 10 years from now, great, let's do it.
I see Drew standing there with his things out. There's a lot of people. We'll get Jack up in just a second. So if there's any other people in the crowd who want to try and get on the show, go see Drew in the white shirt.
Drew is in this white shirt over here, waving his hands, jumping up and down with a bunch of note cards. If you would like to share a take, please go write your name onto one of these cards with your take. We'll get it passed up here, and if Mark likes it, he will take it. I see people coming up, yes. More and more people. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so Zenithu, we're going to maybe grab our next guest here in a second on stage, but before we get him on, let's wrap up. Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out the 100 Thieves Talk About Discord. They're great guys, and their podcast is always good for our other 100 Thieves fans. And shout out Grubhub, of course, and yeah.
Okay, and last question. Would you like a $20 Grubhub gift card, or would you like to double it?
Oh, we're doubling it, baby.
Okay, double, up to 40, up to 40. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so we should get our next guest here in just a second. While we're waiting for him to come up, I do want to see, is anyone in the audience, and there's no shame at all in this, in fact, I think it's very awesome, is anyone here by themselves this weekend? If so, wave your hand. Okay, so there are a bunch of people here who came here by themselves. Keep your hands up, hands back up. Anybody that is near them, please introduce yourself. Maybe say who your favorite team is, et cetera, et cetera. No, keep your hands up. Hands up. Because I really want people, I think there's a lot of people that come out by themselves. Make some friends, it's really, really cool. The community is very fantastic. I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but you guys should make some friends with each other. Ovilee's here out in front. Everybody shout out to Ovilee. Hello, Ovilee. Yes,
we can hear you, sadly.
Yes, unfortunately.
You asked for someone who is by themselves, so I ran center stage.
Okay, yes. Everyone make friends with Ovilee. Okay. Anyway, our next guest should be coming up here. Mark has rotated here. Welcome to the stage, Jack from Cloud9. Woo! We got the fog machine. It should pop off here in just a second.
Jack
maybe
doesn't
we didn't
get
trigger.
fog.
Oh,
Oh,
there it is. There it is. Okay, we got the fog machine.
The pop
Fantastic.
entrance was really good.
Yeah.
It came out of the fog.
Yes, yes. There we go. Fantastic. Welcome to the show, Jack.
Hello, everybody.
Big cheers to Jack. How are you enjoying Chicago so far?
I'm sorry, what?
How are you enjoying Chicago so far? I saw you met some fans last night.
I went out to dinner with Fudge and Zazel. We went to Portillo's hot dog place. It was really good. The guys had a good time. We ran into a lot of great fans there. A guy with a Cloud9 tattoo is actually beautiful. So
That's awesome.
I'm really enjoying Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago fans have been amazing. Thank
Clap
you.
now,
Yeah,
please.
yes, clap. Exactly. Fantastic.
Jack, you have the privilege of chilling today, kind of, because you're not in the loser bracket side. Who of the two teams are you expecting to see tomorrow?
Well, that's hotly contested right now. I was talking with a lot of players yesterday. They seem to think that 100 Thieves is going to win this. They're claiming 3-1. I told them no way. I said it's going to be EG 3-2. I don't know if this is allowed or not. We bet Starbucks on it, so I'm expecting my free coffee.
Yeah, don't let Jackie hear about that. And if you'd like, maybe you can get that Starbucks delivered by Grubhub. Okay. Nicole, is it bad news to hear Jack predict you? Because I think last time we were on the show, no one believed in EG. Now you've at least got one person. Is that an ill omen for today?
I'm now worried.
Yes.
Jack, you need to tell me that JoJo's gonna shit the bed and we don't have enough stage experience, and then I'm gonna 3-0 you.
Fantastic. You could tell, EG, Nicole, you don't have a chip on your shoulder at all about that from last time, huh? I could tell. Okay, so did we grab another guest or another viewer?
It's been a minute. Hopefully Juan V remembers his topic.
There he is, right, dead center.
You still remember? Do you need the card back? Yeah, you're good? Okay.
Welcome to the show. Where are you from?
From Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, California.
Ontario, more specific.
Ontario. Oh, were you the person that flew last minute?
Yes.
Okay, this man, oh, it says here, wanted to say, okay, here, why don't you go ahead and tell your story?
I wanted to say thank you to you and the person that gave me a ticket and allowed me to come to the finals this weekend. Getting a ticket and flight ticket was pretty difficult,
Well,
but it's so worth it.
you should say when this happened, because people don't know.
This was like at midnight yesterday, I believe, or the day before.
Yeah, I retweeted, I think yesterday, somebody said they had a spare ticket, because I was just like, maybe somebody in Chicago will want to go, and you were in LA, and you decided to reach out and get the ticket and then book a last-minute flight and fly to Chicago last night and make it here. So round of applause for this man's dedication. And it seems like you're here to root on Cloud9.
100%.
Okay,
yes.
awesome.
Love the jersey.
What is your take today?
My take is that Cloud9 will not be negatively affected by avoiding the play-in stage, and they're actually going to make it to, at the very least, semifinals, if not all the way.
Semifinals at Worlds. Okay, Jack, how worried are you about not making the play-in stage at Worlds? Because normally, Cloud9 goes through play-ins and powers up. This has been a long time thing for you guys across many worlds. So should Cloud9 fans be worried at all?
So initially, I was really worried about not making play-in stage because it has been a secret sauce. And then I thought about what are the years we have not made it out of groups, and in both times it was in Europe. So we're not in Europe, so we're fine. It's
Okay.
good. We just never have Worlds in Europe again.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm sure some of the global folks will at Riot will help that out. Okay, how about you, Mark? They get to dodge play-ins. Is that an issue at all for C9?
I don't know if it's an issue. The play-ins have become strangely stacked with a bunch of minor or major region teams stuck in there. So that's the other thing that's on the line right now between Papa and Nicole is the loser of today's match has to go through LPL, LCK, EU 4 seeds, and then the EU 3 seed as well. One of those 5 teams can't make it, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's Mad Lions, though. They haven't won shit this year.
Very, very good point. Okay, so we're going to try to speed run a little bit. So thank you so much. Anything you want to shout out?
I just wanted to shout out my friends Cynthia, Wesley, and Jared, who supported me in coming out here, and they gave me a bunch of more support when I was trying to figure out the trains and buses here. But also, thank you guys again, and the person who gave me the ticket, because it's just an amazing experience so far.
That's awesome. And last question here. Would you like a $40 Grubhub gift card, or would you like to double it?
Double it for sure.
Double it. Okay, it's up to $80, the Grubhub gift card. Thank you so much. Okay, who do we got next?
Unfortunately, I don't know if they put their name on it. It just says #take.
Yeah, who wrote #take? Okay, this man right here.
I couldn't tell if that was your name.
Another C9 jersey. Welcome to the show. What is your name?
I go by Afro Martian.
Okay, Afro Martian. Where are you calling, or where are you showing up from?
Coon Rapids, Minnesota.
Minnesota. Wow, we got some Minnesota folks in the audience. Okay, what do you want to share with us today?
Cloud9 will be the first team to sweep a series in playoffs.
Oh, okay. So finals is going to be a clean sweep.
Yep.
That's not very fun for a lot of the people who have bought tickets.
It's fun for me.
Who do you think they're going to be sweeping in the finals between EG and 100 Thieves?
Sorry that EG doesn't have Danny, so experience will help 100 Thieves take today.
Okay. Why do you think they're going to be clean sweeping? Because it's a bold prediction after all of the 4 and 5 game series.
Fudge has to be right. Eventually, right?
That's very, very true. Very true. Okay. Let's see. Should we go, of course, to Jack?
No, we should ignore Jack, actually.
Okay.
And I would love to hear from the other two why the caller's wrong, that there's no way that they're going to get swept no matter what.
Papasmithy?
I mean, there's a lot of angles here. You can obviously just, pop your collar and talk about your boys. Obviously, we have a lot of faith in our team. You can talk about how blue side has a huge win rate, so winning 3 games on red side, if that's the way it goes, would be tricky as well. But ultimately, a lot of people talked big on this couch in spring, and were wrong. I actually picked EG to win and face us. I said 3-0, got that part wrong also. But at the end of the day, I think that a lot of people are talking about how hype playoffs is and how close the race has been. There's no world where C9 were like a massive cut above for a significant amount of time. They've powered up for sure, but we're going to give these guys 5 games each day.
If there is a shout out for 5 games, if you end up facing against Cloud9, is there any part of them that you are concerned by, or that you think will be the biggest challenge to get through? Any part of their team?
I don't think concern, but you see the parts of the team that are working, like especially the bot lane is leveled up again and again. People are talking about how Cloud9 aren't going to be in play-ins, but they kind of had their own play-ins with how the year went, with the summer roster changes and how quickly they've come on late. So ultimately, they're kind of a moving target, so we have to be really sure of ourselves rather than targeting any part of them, because I think they're evolving and we need to catch up.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, Nicole, how about you? Is there any chance at all of a C9 3-0?
Well, when we play them on Sunday, I would say, and I appreciate all the love and support for Danny, but I don't think anyone should underestimate Cowrie.
Awesome. Well, exciting. He is kind of like the secret agent coming in.
Well, the other thing, too, is that don't forget, EG had 4 out of the 5 players as first-team All-Pro.
Yes.
So
That
there
is
you go.
true.
There's plenty of other talented players. MVP Inspire
Right.
just got announced
I
as
know.
well.
Vulcan on bot with any player
Yes.
already. Excellent.
Fantastic. Okay, how about you, Jack? 3-0?
Jack, why are you knocking a 3?
Are you talking about Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who shows up. 3-0.
Oh. Okay, in favor of Cloud9, though, right? 3.
Of course.
It's good to specify.
Yeah, just double checking.
Jack's like, I've seen
you
my
could-
scrims this week.
You
It's been terrible.
I didn't know if you were taking a note from Fudge's interviews.
I know there's a lot of doubters out there, but
Yeah.
no. 3-0, Cloud9, no problem.
Okay, fantastic. Mark, how about you? Any chance of a 3-0 this weekend?
I don't think so. I think I've predicted a bunch of 3-0s on the broadcast, and none of them have happened.
Yes.
I'm quite confident in C9 winning this weekend, but I don't think it's 3-0.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much for showing up. Anything you want to shout out?
I'd like to shout out my loving partner, Dimitri, for accompanying me today. And then my family and friends who might be listening.
All right, and would you like what are we at, 80 now?
80. We're doubling.
You're doubling. Okay. $160 Grubhub gift card.
Is there an upper limit?
We did not discuss that, so Grubhub is going to...
Okay, so I pitch we just start slamming through these and get it like above $1,000, $2,000, and just Grubhub doesn't know what they
Mark,
signed up for.
we're trying to get renewed for next year.
Oh,
Okay,
my bad.
if anybody's come in and you want to get your take or have a question shared on the show, Drew right here in the very front, he's bouncing up and down, waving some note cards. You can come give him a note card, write your name on it. Don't put #take. No offense to our friend. And you can get called up onto the show. Yes, Drew right here in the very front, white shirt, blue jeans. There we go. Mark, you want to pull another?
Yeah, next question is coming from Lucas Bovey. Lucas?
Lucas. Where is Lucas? Here we go. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the show. He seems offended at your pronunciation, I think.
Everyone has to try their best to spell.
All right, give me the correction. I won't remember it, but I'll try.
Boyer.
Boyer.
It's
All right.
French.
Awesome. Where are you from?
Bovie.
Yeah.
Where are you visiting from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. There we go. This man's also from Detroit, Michigan. Okay.
Respect.
What do you want to share with us today?
All right, so I got to preface, not to take away from the LCS and its entertainment value, but how do we intend to perform on the world stage?
How do we?
North America.
What is World's performance going to look like this year for North America?
No, in general, the future.
Okay.
Let's limit it to this year first,
we'll
and
limit.
then we can go.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. I think we went last time with Jack. So
Jack answered a little bit already about not being worried.
He's not worried, but how is C9 going to do at Worlds this year?
Oh, we're definitely getting out of groups, and the goal is always semifinals or better.
Yes.
But I think groups won't be a problem, and beyond that, we'll see.
Okay, we'll see. All right, Papasmithy.
So for us, obviously it'll be a return to Worlds. Fun fact, we're only the second LCS team to return to Worlds with the same roster. The first time was C9 in 2013, 2014. And to some people, that'll be like, okay, well, they didn't get out of groups last time. Why is that relevant? For us, people might know we didn't have a jungler at Worlds till about a week before because we had visa issues last time with our starting jungler and our sub-jungler, Kenvi and Closer at the time. So having the whole roster together, having a year of really looking inward and trying to reinvent ourselves again and again, which obviously is the reason a lot of teams roster changes to avoid that. I think this is really the culmination of something that started in the middle of last year. So we had the full start at Worlds. There's no excuses this time, and it's about powering through, getting through groups, and then seeing how it goes from there.
I have to warn you, Papasmithy, you've angered a lot of TSM fans in the chat who are pointing out that 2016, 2017...
Unchanged?
Unchanged.
Well, they had the turtle come in spring, but then he came back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you're good. You don't want to anger TSM fans. They're in a bad place right now. Okay.
I want to stay away from the relevant fan base. Yeah.
I'm a TSM fan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Sorry. You've angered our guests. Okay. Nicole, how's EG, first Worlds appearance, how's EG going to do?
We're excited. Even though it's EG as an org's first Worlds, Inspired, Impact, Vulcan, we have really experienced players kind of anchoring us. So we have good inside knowledge of how to manage and compete.
Yeah.
So we feel excited.
Okay, how about you, Mark? Are we going to see, it's in North America. The meta seems very wonky. We're going to be in our region. Is this the year where we pop off as a region?
Why you gotta put me on?
Play to the crowd.
Of course, North America's gonna slam.
Hey, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Oh,
I have one little follow-up question because he did ask about the future too. How do you guys feel with it? This year seeming to have a renewed focus a little bit on North American talent development and younger players. How do you guys feel about the future for North America, even if you guys don't pop off this year, which of course it's going to happen, but going forward as well?
I think all three of our teams have really excellent players in the Academy. I think people who've watched Academy have seen also the broadcast has been more vibrant and really building up some of the new personalities. So I think that the sort of players I were tracking 2 years ago and getting into our amateur team are now either in LCS or overdue for it. And if that's a feeling I have each year, it just means that we're going to have a more vibrant and positive scene moving forward. So I think we will see new Worlds names cycling in from even established rosters.
Yeah. Mark, I think, I was just about to say, somebody in the audience shouted out Sniper, and I'm pretty sure these are the three folks who fought the hardest to try to lock him down. So
Probably.
All right, very good. Okay, anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out the venue. Shout out you guys.
Hey,
You're all
thank
beautiful
you.
people.
Yes.
And you brought an awesome show for us to have today.
Yeah, thank you so much. $160 Grubhub gift card or double it.
You know what I'm going to say. Double it.
Double it. Okay. All right.
Double that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What are we
Thank
at,
you so
Travis?
320, if my math is
moly.
correct. Yes.
Someone's eating for a month right now.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much. Okay.
Next up, Caleb B.
Caleb B, come to the 100 Thieves. This is our
Like the
maybe,
jersey.
maybe
Nice.
our first 100 Thieves jersey of the day, I think. Welcome to the show, Caleb. Where are you from?
I'm from Hicksville, Ohio.
Hicksville, Ohio. What do you want to talk about on the show?
So my question was aimed towards the not commissioners.
GM?
Aimed towards the GMs, yes.
Yes.
What do you guys think about the possible import rule change, and how do you think it could positively impact the league?
So for folks that aren't aware, there is a rumored import rule change in the pipeline where minor regions, wildcard regions, we've never locked out how to say it, but might be able to, similar to Australia or Oceania, count as a resident player. So yes, as folks we were just talking about NA development earlier, obviously some talented Oceanic players competing this weekend who count as NA residents. So yeah, what do you guys think it might mean for the league? Could it possibly impact the league if we ended up having something like that? How about you, Jack? You've been vocal about import rule stuff in the past.
I was just like, not me, don't ask me.
At least you didn't do the import tweet spam.
I've always been one to open doors, and I like to see the best rise and have any opportunity to pursue that. I think opening additional doors is a good thing, so I'm always on top of that. Imports, 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 imports.
Oh boy! All right, you can get McDonald's catered or McDonald's delivered by Grubhub as well. By the way, okay. How about you, Papasmithy?
Obviously, I came from a minor region myself, and we have multiple minor region players on our org. I think ultimately, when you come from a minor region, you aspire to be in a region like NA. This is like a amazing end goal for you rather than a pit stop or a place to cash out. So I think having hungry players in NA is ultimately always a good thing. Assuming that we're at the same time parallel investing in NA talent, then it's just a win-win. I think ultimately for roster building, it'll probably be similar to the OPL influx, if it does actually come to pass, where too many minor region players will be imported, not all of them will be of the quality, they'll cycle out. Definitely people were concerned 2 years ago when the OCE change came in. Now you look and it's pretty much just a handful of really top-tier players that elevate NA as a region. So there's always doom and gloom in concept, but I think in reality it'll just make NA stronger.
Yeah. How about you, Nicole?
Well, I'm out of the loop. I didn't hear this rumor. So
Still just a rumor.
News. Okay. No. Listen, we are excited over any young, hungry people that want to come to NA. I don't think it will change if this becomes a thing. Much of what we do, our playbook, just expands where we can get talent into the amateur and academy teams.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I think it's important to note that this is coming from three of the teams that invest the most here in North American talent, and we're definitely investing in up-and-coming players. So just take that to heart.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You have any shout-outs you want to make, Mr. Ohio?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Cadillac dropping TSM.
Oh, boy. He said Cadillac dropping TSM. Crazy. Okay. Would you like a $320 Grubhub gift card, or would you like to double it?
I'm gonna double it.
Okay. I've been told that the next person will be taking a $640 Grubhub gift card by our Grubhub representative. Awesome. And I think right now we're also going to be showing a speaking of Grubhub, we're going to be showing a Grubhub offer on the screen. There's a QR code right there, which you can see, as well as LCS Travis to receive $5 off on your order of $10. So you might not be getting a $640 Grubhub gift card like our next person, who Mark will find out in a second who it is.
Pressure's on Mark.
I was about to say, I wish I didn't know, because the next one I was going to pull is really troll. And they're about to get $640 for it.
Okay.
So
either way, if you want to save somebody on your next Grubhub order, use that QR code, or just use code LCS Travis to again receive $5 off on your order of over $10. So
I will do what I was going to do before I learned this information,
Okay.
so I pretend it doesn't influence me.
Sure.
Manny
Manny, congratulations on
Manny.
your giant stack of Grubhub food coming to you. You want,
You're gonna order pizza for everyone with your.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll figure it out. Okay, very close. Manny, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
And a local one.
Yeah,
All right, there we go.
I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Going to a Chicago, man. Okay, what's your take on the show today?
It's not really a take per se. It's more of an opinion, but I wanted to see if it's proven true. I think Papasmithy is the best dancer on that couch. So,
Wow.
I think the only real way to find out is for the DJ to turn on some music, and we just go to Funky Town.
I got no game, boys. I got no game at all.
I will
Show
not
what you got.
force you
He's
to
lying.
do this.
He's
I will
holding
not
back.
force you to do
All
this, Papa Smithy.
winner gets a $640 Grubhub card.
Who's the winner? This is not a competition.
The winner of this, between the owner, the CEO, and the GM.
I mean, Mark, I feel like this is a really bad idea.
I
Okay.
do not think
Why
he's gonna.
not?
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do thumbs up or thumbs down from these three, and whichever ends up, if it's 3 thumbs up, if it's whatever.
For who
we'll
you
vote.
think is
No,
the-
we're gonna do a vote to see if they are down to do this. Thumbs up if you want to dance competition against each
Just hit
other.
us with a
Only
little.
if Travis is involved.
I'm not. I'm thumbs downing.
I vote Travis has to dance.
I am thumbs downing
Let's
this.
go, come
I
on,
am-
guys, cheer them on, cheer them
Thumbs
on.
up.
Let's
Oh,
go.
you know what? I'm getting. Unfortunately, I just got in my IFB.
We can turn this on the host,
The
right?
production has
That's what
told
I'm
us
doing.
that unfortunately they can't play music.
The show is
during the
obviously
show.
unhinged.
There's a DMCA situation. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so sorry,
uh-huh.
Manny. There's only one man on the
Well,
stage
that turns quickly.
that is bold enough to do anything like that, and I feel like you guys all like Silver Scrapes, right?
No. This was a
we
fun-
are blessed
It's all your
today
fault, Mark.
to
I think I have
have
rehearsal soon.
A,
I gotta go.
a man who has covered Silver Scrapes
No.
on at least one occasion.
No.
Hands up on stage if you think
No.
Mark Zimmerman should
No.
do Silver Scrapes live for pulling this take.
No, we all mutually shake hands on this take is over. I don't think any of us
Okay.
want to get up.
Manny, thank you so much. Unfortunately, you're not going to see your dreams realized today on stage because we're all cowards. But is there
That's how real life goes.
anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to Goose, Reach, my brothers that are here, and TL, Valorant BCT in Istanbul. They're playing game 2 right now. Hopefully they win. Let's go.
Congratulations on your $640 Grubhub gift card, by the way.
I'm gonna be ordering pizza for everybody. If you want some, just find me.
Okay,
Nice.
Steve is over here. Hit him up. He's going to get you hooked up with that Grubhub gift card. Shout out to Grubhub for spending way more money than I think they expected on that activation.
But
and that
not
little
backing
thing.
out.
Yeah,
Still
not
doing
backing out. Okay. All right. I think we got time for maybe one more.
should I get a good one
One
then?
more take. Yeah, our last one before we say goodbye to our friends
you
and maybe
should ask
hang
him
out
some
with
questions
friends.
while I dig
Okay,
for a
Mark
good
is
one.
Mark is scavenging for these. Okay, so we got Nicole's suggestion on things to do in Chicago. Anything that either of you guys, you went to Portillo's last night. Would you recommend people check it out, Jack? Is that a hot spot for a good meal?
A hot spot for Chicago?
Yes.
I'm unfortunately clueless on
Is
that.
it a good
so
recommendation
I need,
for you?
I need screams from the audience on where we
Yes.
should be going.
Al's Beef, best hot dog in Chicago.
Where should Cloud9 be celebrating on Sunday night?
Shout outs from folks. Where's yes?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, we can't hear unfortunately, but I'm sure these are great. Okay.
The players
Papasmithy, have you ever had a really good meal? What's your opinion on deep dish? Maybe we should go there. Have you had it? Deep dish pizza.
Deep dish pizza. It's kind of an unpopular opinion in the room, but it's a little bit close to a bread bowl for me.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we got anything yet, Mark? Mark is still scavenging, so I still have to fill on time. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We'll do this again. If you are in this audience, and there is no shame whatsoever in this, I think it is incredibly awesome that people do this. But if you are in the audience and you came here to this weekend by yourself, please raise your hand very high and keep it held up. Okay. So if you see a hand in the air this is somebody who's here by themselves, please introduce yourself to them and make friends because I think it's very cool. Give your name, tell who your favorite team is, make some friends, and talk about League of Legends because I think it's a really cool thing at these live events to meet actual fans. Maybe you'll be less toxic to each other on Reddit if we do it this way because then you'll actually meet people and you'll know that you're not all jerks. Okay.
All right, so there's one troll question that I want to do.
Okay.
But then I want to ask a serious question just myself.
Sure,
for each of them that ties into like LCS 10 and whatnot.
Okay, cool.
Alir Kavoth.
Yes.
First off, dope name.
Patrick Rothfuss fan right here. Alir Kvoth from Name of the Wind, a fantasy series. Maybe Alir Kvoth has left already.
I don't see them.
Come up to the front. Come up to the front. Here we go. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show. Where are you from?
Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor, Ontario. Nice. Nice. What do you want to talk about on the show?
I think Blabber's going to throw at least one game on Sunday. Going for Crab.
The Crab? Going for Crab, Blabber will throw. Okay, Jack, what has been the behind-the-scenes training arc on trying to get Blabber to not throw with crabs?
Blabber never feeds. It's the team feeding together. So all together, we need to work on making sure those things don't happen.
Do you guys just have like pictures of? Has he had like desensitization training where you show pictures of crabs in front of him?
Since last crab, you're just ripping it down to
A
zero.
lot of screaming and please, God, no, it's not worth it.
Nicole, does EG? I don't know how much you're around on scrims. Does EG purposely, plan around how to get Blabber to throw at the crab?
That's like half a day.
Okay.
Just that scenario.
Fantastic.
That's the only slide we have in the presentation about C9.
Yes.
Big picture of crab.
Bait the crab. Bait the crab.
Tim Seven Houston just using crab stats to figure out how to make this happen. Shout out to Tim, by the way. I hear he's doing a something out at the meet and greet somewhere out there. So after the show's done, you can stick around for this or that, or you can go see Tim. Anything that you want to shout out?
Shout out you guys. Shout out Grubhub, my girlfriend, and the Amateur Org Wolfpack.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay.
All
Mark
right.
has one last question here before we say goodbye to our folks and bring up some other folks.
Yeah, so it's obviously LCS 10. It's a big celebration this weekend. A lot of the stuff in the venue will be about that. For you all, what is like your favorite moment over the last 10 years that you might have seen, been a part of? Obviously, some newer faces. Jack's been here basically since the beginning. So I don't know. It can be a personal memory. It could have been something you've seen, something you experienced. Just would love to walk down memory lane.
Of all time, any place?
Well, ideally LCS. Like Worlds technically is an LCS, but
As a member of the LCS, what is your favorite LoL
Yeah.
esports memory?
Yeah, you can do it that way.
I would have to say there was one split when we brought in Jensen where we didn't even qualify for playoffs. And
I hate this one.
Yeah, and so we had to go through the gauntlet all the way from the bottom to get out. And seeing that team gel with a mid laner playing jungle was for me a highlight to see these guys come together.
It was like 2 or 3 reverse sweeps in a row, and then you 3-1'd us. To get
Yeah, I
the
believe
last
it was 2, and then we smashed Curse. And I remember Dominate saying, "I cannot beat that man." I'm reminiscent of what Closer was doing with Blabber.
Nicole, I have an idea of what your favorite memory might be from being in the LCS.
I'm going to left field you completely.
Oh, okay.
It's not Houston.
No one knows this. He doesn't know this. I probably should tell him or post it on Reddit. No. So before EG and me were a thing, I watched a clutch game early 2019, and Vulcan was playing, and I was super excited because I am French-Canadian. And I was like, that's cool, a French-Canadian. And so now flash forward to this year when we signed Vulcan, I was like, oh man, the guy I have a bunch of creepy photos as like a fan perspective of is now one of my players, one of the best players. So I was really happy for that full circle French-Canadian pride.
Did you ever tell? Did he know that you had them?
I
Like,
probably
circled
should tell him. This would be weird.
Like, I was targeting trying to.
It
sign
might have
you
gotten
for
out
years.
now, just to put it out there.
Okay, how about you, Papasmithy?
So I'll give 2 answers. Obviously, best moment was lifting the title last year in summer, open and close thing. But the most memorable moment, I mean, Renegades versus Dignitas was really memorable. Crumbs and people getting executed to Baron and all sorts of things. So memorable moment, definitely that one.
Maybe the lowest level gameplay sequence ever captured.
But the highest viewer high. I mean,
Incredible, incredible. All right, thank you all so much for coming on. Here, let's get a round of applause for everybody came on. Really appreciate it. We're going to keep the show going, but I think it's time to say goodbye so you guys can all go to your teams and get ready for the big games this weekend. But anything you guys want to shout out really quickly before we say goodbye? Nicole, you came on first. You want to say goodbye here first?
For sure. Well, to the fans and the community, thank you for your support. Grubhub for this amazing setup. Yes, thank you. So we're excited to continue to bring good young talent to the main stage.
Awesome. How about you, Papasmithy?
And thanks to everyone for coming out bright and early to watch us here today. When it comes to the stage today, I know the boys were a bit sheepish that the TL fans were really loud when we qualified for Worlds. There's a 100 Thieves cheering section. Be loud and proud for 100 Thieves. We're going to try and represent you guys well today.
Awesome. Jack?
Yeah, I want to thank all the Cloud9 fans that I've been seeing since I've landed. Your support is incredibly appreciated. Please swing by the Cloud9 booth. We have some exclusive merch for you guys to pick up. But yeah, you guys, your support, like undying through some of our crazy switches and roster changes. You guys have always been there. Some of you guys have supported us in interesting ways. But we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Very passionate they are. Okay, one last round of applause for our guests before we say goodbye. Thank you all so much for coming on. I'm really glad. I know it's a busy weekend for you, so thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Yeah, best of luck this weekend, everybody. Okay, cool. So we've got about 15 or so minutes before Mark has to say goodbye and get ready for the desk. So I think we have Ovilee backstage.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know what we were doing after this.
Ovilee's going to sneak on for the end of the show.
Are we still going to do fan questions?
We can take a couple fan
Yeah,
questions.
there's some that there were some funny ones.
There's some goofy ones. I'm down to have them on. Ovilee, come on up. Yes.
She doesn't look thrilled.
She doesn't look thrilled. She was like, she messaged me or called me yesterday and was like, "Are you going to have me on?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then I told her after about an hour, and then now she looks confused and dazed. So, we'll see how
while
things
she
go.
comes up, we'll also
Yes.
start prompting the next person to come up.
Sure.
Lone Glitter, Griffith.
Yes, here we go.
As
We
long as
found
they're
him.
up here, all right, they figured it out.
Yes. What's your name? Lone
Glitch.
Glitch.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from? Chicago. There we go. Big crowd. Yes. What do you want to talk about on the show? Go ahead. Ignore Ovilee.
Fair enough. So the Champions queue being full-time in North America for Worlds is going to level up the entire region, all the players getting able to play, and we're going to end up getting the deepest run we've had next year at Worlds.
Oh, God. All right. I have very mixed feelings on Champions Queue because...
What?
Yeah. So what you guys don't know is that the apartment that I live in has very thin walls.
Oh my God, you're
And
such
Kobe... Kobe... no.
Yeah,
please
we're
don't.
the cats.
Okay.
Cat for
this is
Kobe.
not what we're doing right now. Kobe commentates and streams Champions Queue for hours and hours and hours every night. So I love Champions Queue, but when it was done for the year, I was really like, okay, that was a good run. And now I have to go back to being tortured. Okay.
Travis is a curmudgeon. I agree. There's two aspects to it. There's the performative aspect of like, will it actually help our teams and players? I think so. I don't think it'll be like suddenly we're going to win Worlds. But like for people like Dokla was tweeting that he was really excited. He's not attending Worlds, but now he gets to play against Faker, where I don't know the next time he would have had to play against Faker or something like that. So assuming that the international pros do like it, I have seen people talk about it before, so I think they should be excited to try it out. Hopefully they like it and they end up playing. And then also just for content, like Track the Pros always does well. People are always making memes. You're seeing people bump into each other, and just the fact that like, is Yukino Cat gonna get on comms with Faker? You know, like, just how funny it's gonna be and all the content that's gonna come out, all the obviously co-streamers and people gonna be covering it, Kobe and whatnot. So I'm really excited for all the international competition on it.
Ovilee, you always have the hottest takes. What is Champions Queue going to do for North American talent?
You guys have IFBs in your ear. All I'm hearing is garbled nonsense from the couch over here. I can't understand. What did you ask about?
Champions Queue.
Champions Queue. Oh, I like Champions Queue.
It's going to be on during Worlds.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see Faker play against, presumably, some of the wildest,
RJS.
some of the wildest personalities in North American solo queue, who've made it into Champions Queue. So what do you think of that situation?
We are going to have the highest view count for the League of Legends category for like the rest of the year, because if we have Faker and all of these pros coming over and playing Champions Queue in NA, the best region in the world, by the way, I've got to say. Can you imagine like the late night Kobe and Captain Flowers Champions Queue casts? Like the clips that would come out of that alone, make that the new broadcast. Like that's what I'm going to be watching.
But not too late of a broadcast.
Super late night.
Yeah.
Let's get Meow Mix or whatever the cat thing is to sponsor it. We're going to fill the apartment with cats.
Let's just
everywhere.
I tried so hard to get, I forget what cat litter sponsor it was.
Tidy Cats.
Tidy Cats, yeah, they never went for it.
We got Grubhub. We don't need Tidy Cats. Okay. Thank you so much. Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out Grubhub. Shout out my guys over here, Silly Shadow and Stoopnik. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for putting it all on.
Thank you so much. All right. What else do we got?
There was a Hoodie Org one that I can't find now.
Hoodie Org one. Who said Hoodie Org? Ovilee's helping right now.
Someone had it, but I.
Oh, this man in the no, he's just waving and excited. Okay, Mark is
help pick through.
Mark's not great at organizing.
Well,
these,
because
I
I
think.
thought we were done.
You know, Mark, you gotta always be ready for everything.
Here, you can help.
Okay. All right,
already
here,
did
let's
that
do
one.
this. If you guys think 100 Thieves is going to win today, cheer now. If you think EG is going to win today, cheer now. Oh, louder for EG. Okay, finally, if you think Cloud9 takes it all tomorrow, give us a cheer. I feel like EG was the one that came out ahead. Okay, let's compare the C9 to the EG one in the finals here of this cheering competition. If you think EG is going to take it all tomorrow, let us hear. Okay, I definitely feel like there's a ton of EG stands in the audience. Did you find any at all, Mark?
I'm looking just for that one.
Okay. Let's see. This is good content right here. All right. What else? You know what? We're going to just pull. This man in the 100 Thieves jacket, he just wants to come up. Or no, sorry, the TSM jacket, We got a TSM fan. We got to at least give them something. Hello. Where are you from?
Up north.
Up north. Where are you? What's your name?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. What's your name?
Silas.
Silas. Okay. Oh, you're on here.
It was mine.
It was yours.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
perfect.
yours.
Okay, what is your take?
So I think the evil pausers, no chance. The Hoodie Org clearly gonna be
The
sweeping.
evil pausers. Okay.
Yeah.
You're wearing a TSM jacket though.
Yeah, man, it's rough. It was a bad week last week.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
It's been a little bit more than a week. Okay, so.
I've just been crying.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
I'm so sorry. All right.
So, do you think that EG is going to lose just because, like, you're salty about the pauses, or do you think that 100 Thieves are actually better and going to win?
I feel like they're on a downward trend. I mean, TSM 7th seed, really competitive against number 1. That's not looking good. Barely squeaked through Team Liquid, who had seemed like nothing going. So I just don't believe in EG.
Okay.
Okay. Ovilee,
do you believe in EG?
Who do you think is going to win today?
EG.
Okay.
100%. 100% it's EG.
Why?
Okay.
Because they support mental health. And you know what? I fuck with that.
There we go. We fuck with mental health.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't fuck with people. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Thank you so much for your take. Anything you want to shout out before?
Yeah, I'll shout out Solo.
Okay.
Thanks for stepping in, Chime, all those people, everyone that changed out through the roster this year.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Wait, last question. How do you feel about Speaka leaving?
He is not gone yet. There's a chance.
Oh
it's small.
my
It's
He's
God.
still in
small.
denial. Of stages of
holding on.
acceptance, he's still in
I'm holding
denial.
on. I'm holding on.
I want to read while you're here. I want you. Did you send me this tweet? Somebody sent me a tweet. I sent it to you, Mark, the other day. Let me see if I can find it. After the TSM game, there was a tweet that somebody sent. Are we saying goodbye to Ovilee?
She's getting an IFB.
She's getting an IFB. Okay. Somebody sent me this tweet that said, "Hey Travis, long shot, but do you think there could be any way that TSM could ever have a remake of any of the games played today?"
That was not me. That was not me.
There's max copium among the TSM fan base, and I love it. Thank you so much, Silas. We'll catch you next time. Do we have anything else, or should we just YOLO our last guest, our last viewer?
Yeah, we should just YOLO it.
Okay. Who wants to come on? Cloud9 Jersey. He seems very enthusiastic.
What the hell?
What?
Pick Cloud9?
Yeah, I don't know. He was jumping up and down.
I would pick someone else.
We want somebody
It's
with.
not a Cloud9 take.
Okay. What is your name?
So my name's Ryan Lewis. I'm from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Okay. Awesome. Wow. What the? Wow. Okay. A lot of people.
Mississippi, baby.
Fan. Okay. What do you want to talk about on the show?
So I did some statistics and some research
Okay.
about why Chicago should get
got
an
a
event
notebook.
every year.
Every year, Chicago should get an event.
Within 6 hours of driving, there's 66.4 million people in Chicago. Within 6 hours of LA, 40 million. NYC, 61.1. On average, a cost for a 2-day vacation to Chicago costs $240 less than LA, $340 less than SF, and $450 less than NYC. Bring it here every year, baby.
When did you do the math on all this stuff? Did you for this show specifically?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I put specifically, I did stats to try to bait Mark just to instantly taking it, because I know like that's all it's about.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay.
I lost
Well, let's see. So I think it's going to come down to how the crowd does this weekend. Because if the crowd gets hyped, then maybe it'll come back again in the future. So do you guys think you can actually show up and do a good job this weekend of being a good crowd? Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Mark, how often should it come to Chicago?
Have we had a repeat city yet other than LA?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, they were going to do Toronto again for Worlds.
SF got repeated?
Well, they did Oakland.
They did Oakland.
Yeah, and SF was a World City. So
Yeah, it wasn't 2 finals.
Yeah,
if I'm
I
not
don't think
mistaken.
they've done any repeats yet. So
Well, maybe Chicago will be the first. But
yeah, maybe Chicago will be the first. Ovilee, what do you think of Chicago? You always play to the audience.
I can't hear you.
What do you think of Chicago?
Oh, I have been here for a total of less than 12 hours, and so far all I've seen is the ride from the airport to my hotel.
That part
but
wasn't
everything
great.
is so colorful.
Yes.
Like, everything's so colorful, the buildings are so cool, and like the people that I see walk around look really cool. I saw 5 people who all had Dash's same like cool hairstyle. It was
Control
great.
C, Control V, Control V, Control V.
Listen, we're coming from a very drought-ridden area, so if you have any vegetation, it's very impressive to us. So, yeah. Thank you so much. I love the Chicago shout-out as a good way to wind down the show, but anything that you want to shout out?
Sure. I'd like to shout out Davenport University Esports on behalf of one of my buddies. Big fan
Awesome.
of him. You guys especially for putting the show on. Thank you to Grubhub, Alienware. And one last shout out to Richard Lewis. He gets no respect in this community, but he breaks important stories, and I think that quality journalism should trump fan bias.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the shout-out. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. That is our show for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the stream going. So until, let's see, for another 40 or so minutes. We're going to do some Q&As from the audience. But it is time to wind down Hotline League officially because Mark is leaving. So Mark, and Ovilee's going to stick around for the whole time. We're going to do a Q&A. She did it in Houston. She'll do it here. Mark, what are your shout-outs here at the end of the show?
Shout out Grubhub for putting this on. I'm sorry that I made you give out $640 of food. but I don't regret it, really.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm excited to see everyone inside at the actual United Center. I think the pre-show should be a lot of fun. There's really cool events all weekend long celebrating LCS 10. It's going to be a really good time.
Mark, before you go, what is that?
What is what?
What is by that booth? What is that?
That's a Mordekaiser?
No, that's Mordekaiser?
It's a sponsor.
What is that?
It's a sponsor activation. Ovilee.
That's so cool, though.
By the way, shout out to I've got something cooler. Look at Blue over there. Ovilee, Team Liquid Blue. Hey!
Blue!
Shout out to Blue, the Team Liquid mascot.
Blue,
waving
come!
At us. No.
Blue, come on.
Leave
Up
Blue,
the stairs.
Leave Blue alone.
Come on, Blue.
Blue is not going to be able to come up the stairs.
Blue loves me. Blue!
All right. Ovilee, we must wrap the show now.
So just end the show before we have a mascot biff it on the way up.
Okay. Thank you so much to Grubhub for making the show happen. Thank you, Mark. We'll see you on the show. And for everyone else, thank you all for coming out to Grubhub. Grubhub's show of Hotline League here with us. Stick around. We got some cool stuff going. But that's Hotline League. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to show another. Now that, Mark, you can leave. Go.
I have. Oh, it's 11:20.
No, you have to go. It's time to go. Everybody say goodbye to Mark. Shout out to Mark.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, Mark is leaving now. Say goodbye.
Is your ISP right there?
Where's your... Okay, we're getting an IFB for Ovilee.
Blue's coming over.
Ovilee's going to get this. Hello, Blue. Everybody say hi to Blue, the Team Liquid mascot. Blue will not be going on stage at all, Ovilee.
But Blue can come to the microphone.
Blue cannot speak.
Do not speak for Blue.
Okay, thank you, Blue. Thank you. Ovilee's trying to make things
I love you,
difficult for
Blue.
but we're going to say goodbye. Okay.
I'm sorry that
there
we
go.
can't twerk in a music video together this year.
Okay.
But
All
you got
right.
to talk to your players about that. That's not on me.
Okay, so we're hanging out right now for a little bit longer. We've got another promo code that we're going to put up on screen right now. So we've got the QR code there. Oh, yes, I've been told to wear this. I will not be wearing it. Stick around at the end of, as soon as this is done, in about a little bit over 30 minutes, this or that will be taking place on stage. It won't be on the stream, unfortunately, but you guys should stick around for a live version of that. But we've got a QR code right now, Travis FF, to receive $10 off your first Grubhub order over $15. So there's a QR code on screen right now. If you would like to do that, you can use that code. And if you do, it's very helpful for us because things continue on. Why did you, there's two
Do they
couches.
call it Travis FF because whenever people get into a game with you, they FF?
There's two couches. Yes, because I'm so good. There's two couches, and you've chosen to sit on this one.
Well, I'm making life easier for our lovely camera ops. Round of applause for the camera ops, guys.
You didn't make it easier because he had to reposition this camera over here because now his camera
Is it better if I go back over there?
He doesn't care.
He says no.
This man just wants to...
I know production. You don't know production.
He's got a long day. Okay, so we're going to be taking some Q&A from the audience for the next half hour. So if you would like to ask a question or say anything here, feel free to raise your hand right now, and we will pull you up, and you can talk to Ovilee and I. There's a man in a Team Liquid jersey all the way in the back. Come on down to this microphone and ask your question, share your take.
Is that a horse mask?
It is a
I
horse
have a
mask.
very similar one.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, we've seen it, says the crowd. Yes, that was an interesting video you did. Okay. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Grant. People call me Hyper.
Hyper, where are you from?
I am from Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. What do you want to talk about during our Q&A here?
Well, roll tide. I wanted to ask Ovilee, because I actually worked a show with you a little bit back, and I was the production director that did the thing with Flowers as an anime character.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. What is Travis as an anime character?
What
Travis is an anime character?
Yeah, because when we talked about Flowers, you said Flowers was Killer Bee. Who is Travis as an anime character?
I feel like this is going to not
Is
be
this
polite.
still sponsored by Grubhub?
Yes.
Oh, I
Do
can't
not
say
say anything. Be brand safe. You want to continue your relationship with them.
No, I
wanna
really
continue
like Grubhub, so I don't want
my
to...
relationship with them. Steve's a nice man. His whole crew is great. We don't need to.
I had an entire tag for you.
No, okay.
But I can't.
What is the
just
safe
give me
for
a
work
second.
and brand safe answer to this
I know,
question?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Honestly,
I like Inuyasha. He's an anime character, right? What about Jace from Arcane?
oh my God, what's Sesshomaru's Jockin? Jockin, you're Jockin from Inuyasha.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Thank you so much for your question.
They got it.
Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out my friends for helping get me these tickets. And I want to shout out the North American amateur scene and all the up-and-coming players like Sniper, Doxa, Mia, Faisal, everyone who I can't think about to name at the moment. Y'all are going to freaking kill it in the LCS one day.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I take it back, you're Krillin.
Before we grab our next Q&A, I want to give a shout out to the Twitch chat, who've been fantastic this whole time. A bunch of you guys have been subbing and resubbing. I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that here. I will try to shout you guys out on a different stream. But thank you to everybody who's been hanging out in the chat, subbing, all that stuff. You guys have been fantastic. Okay, another, who wants to be on the show next? I see this man in the blue suit, and then we'll get you after. But man in the blue suit here, blue jacket.
Ooh!
Hello,
You
hello.
came dressed to go.
Yes. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Austin. How are you guys today?
Good, good. How are you?
So good, Austin.
Fantastic. I just flew here from North Carolina.
Awesome. North Carolina. What do you want to talk about?
So I believe you guys talked about this on Hotline League a few weeks ago, but I want to ask again, what's your thoughts on like Mr. Beast gaming and maybe picking up an org?
Mr. Beast. How many of you guys would like to see Mr. Beast come into the LCS? All right.
Get those numbers up.
Let me in on this.
Get those numbers. Sure, go for it.
Let me in on this. Okay. So I worked an event with Mr. Beast and Ninja. It was called the Ultimate Crown a couple weeks back. It was this tournament in Vegas. If you guys missed it, it was great. It was content creators everywhere. It was a team of Ninja, you had Tyler One, Double Lift, Sapnap. There was Mr. Beast, there was Ms. Kiff, a bunch of different streamers, Emiru, and basically it was just like 3 games of League of Legends back and forth. The viewership was staggering. Absolutely staggering. People were so excited to see Mr. Beast come into the League of Legends scene because Mr. Beast also plays League of Legends frequently. He's a kick-ass Pyke player. So he put together these 2 squads in this entire event, and the community loved it. You had all of these fans of Mr. Beast who were getting introduced to League of Legends and competitive League of Legends players and content creators just because they wanted to see their favorite YouTuber have an event or perform or anything. So if Mr. Beast was to get into the LCS via like purchasing an org or something like that, like LCS needs to be doing absolutely anything and everything in their power to secure him. Because with that, that's how you get like all of the younger viewers. Like my 12-year-old cousin isn't gonna watch the LCS for me, right? I'm old. But Mr. Beast, you slap his face on there, a chocolate bar and a Mr. Beast burger, LCS.
Aren't you and Mr. Beast like the same age?
Please. Well, no, but I'm not.
And we're from the same state.
Oh, nice. Oh, you're from, okay, gotcha. Awesome. All right, my answer to this is a little spicy. So did you guys know that there are 9 teams in Chicago this weekend? 8 of them are here. 1 of them is activating offsite or doing a thing offsite. There's 1 team that is not, and that team is Dignitas. And I think it would be really great if Dignitas just sold their team to Mr. Beast, because I think Mr. Beast would have actually showed up to Chicago. So I am super happy to say goodbye to Dignitas if they're not going to show up to events like this.
That's a hot take.
Yes, I know. So yeah, get Mr. Beast in, maybe get Dignitas out. Okay, thank you so much. Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah. So I was a medic in the Army. I really quick want to shout out all veterans.
Awesome.
And
yeah,
on
big
that
round of
note,
applause for veterans.
mental health is a big deal in both the esports community and definitely in the veterans community. 22 veterans commit suicide every day.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
It's a wonderful shout out. Thank you. All right, let's
Go to
grab
therapy.
another person.
Everyone.
This man down here in the Vans hat, I know has been jumping up and down. Also a veteran. Awesome.
Woo!
We love veterans.
So to jump off of his question, if Mr. Beast does join the LCS, do you think we'll get veteran players like Doublelift? Because we know with TL, no Doublelift, no Worlds.
Yes, yes. Maybe. So here's the thing. From what I have heard about Mr. Beast, he is the type of guy who wants to win. And there's a man who's done a very good job of winning throughout the years, and that man is Doublelift. So I would love to see, it would be very spicy if we could see Doublelift come back. That being said, I don't know if there's too many other veterans that can maybe put up the results that he could. What, Ovilee?
If there's anyone who has the bankroll to bring him to NA, it's Mr. Beast, Doublelift, and Faker on the same team. Can you imagine? Imagine it. Doublelift, Faker, throw Core in there.
I just think that
Who else?
I
Who
just
else?
love the idea of the Mr. Beast video that's like, I just sniped Faker from LCK. Like it's just you could see the clickbait already. Yeah.
I would subscribe.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good one. So I appreciate. I love the Mr. Beast takes. Anything that you want to shout out here?
Big shout out to Alienware for supporting you all these years.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
I've been watching since the beginning of Hotline League, and it's always been hype.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. I
And
really
veterans
appreciate it.
as well.
Yes, and veterans. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, any other Q&A, folks? We got another. Well, we got a while.
What about this
actually.
guy in the orange suit?
He's excited.
Came wearing Grubhub
sure,
colors.
Sure, he can come up. He can come up for sure. Orange suit with Grubhub colors. Hello,
Was
hello.
this coordinated? What's
What-
on the back of your suit?
I am not paid or endorsed by Grubhub yet.
Okay, fantastic.
What's on the back?
What is
I
your-
thought you had something on the back. What is it?
Read and write. What is your
My name.
What is your?
Reed.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fantastic. That was going to be my question. Where are you from?
A much taller place than whoever made this.
The mic. Yes.
mic
The
stand.
mic. Yes. Good job. Let's pick it up.
I'm from Indiana. so
Indiana.
South Bend.
Nice. What's
Not too
your
far.
What is your question?
Yeah, my question is with all of the money talks around TL and failing, it feels like the roster bubble salaries are going to pop. And how do you foresee that happening, whether it's an exodus of all of these big name players or forcing that like uprising of the NA talent, or is it just going to be like, we need more money, put it off until later?
Okay, great. I'm glad we have another 30 minutes because I will just spend all that time talking
Let's
about
go!
this. Yeah. Okay, so context setting for the people who maybe are like, this is my first esports event. I came here because a friend dragged me, and now I have to watch this show that I know nothing about. All right, there's a lot of teams in the LCS that spend a lot of money, and there's been a long conversation recently about how much money is too much money to spend on players. I think what we are starting to see, and basically every year, the top teams especially have spent more and more money. I think what we are going to start to see is that go down, and part of what some early signs of that is that the buyout market kind of collapsed at the end of last offseason, and you saw some players who you expected to be performing in the LCS or LEC not get starting spots. Now one of those is going to be in the finals of this weekend, so you see that already with some of these players. So I think, yes, that teams are going to be spending less. I think that also means that they're going to be importing less, which I think is probably, I love the players that have come over here. I mean, our MVP for summer definitely deserves to be over here, but I also really love the idea of seeing more North American talent come up. So I do think that we will see some more North American players come in. I also just think we've got a lot of talent over here now. You've got all these veteran players that are still great. We've got a lot of players that are coming up from these other regions. And so what you have is kind of a surplus, or not other regions, from Academy and elsewhere. So you have a surplus of players coming in. And so I just think we're going to have a whole lot of really great options, which I do think is going to bring salaries to a more manageable area. So I expect that we'll see things get to a bit of a, in my opinion, healthier spot in this offseason. But who knows?
Yeah.
That might happen, and then Steve might bust out the wallet and spend more than he's ever spent before. So we'll see.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you've got these high-profile players like Han Sama that maybe haven't lived up to the bill.
Yes.
Right? Does perform, but not better than what you're going to be spending for somebody else.
Yes.
So, is that exodus coming soon?
I don't think it'll be an exodus, but I just think that we'll start to stabilize out a little bit
Okay,
more,
just
right?
less
Like,
imports.
yeah, it'll be less, and you'll see more rookies, and I think that'll just continue. It'll be a trend. And as we build out the development system here, shout out to anybody here who supports or works in the amateur ecosystem here in North America. collegiate, high school, anywhere you are. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, I think things will get better. So thank you so much for the question. It's a very fun one for me. It's a very boring one for Ovilee. Anything that you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Unified. You talked about the amateur scene. They've got a great amateur program going on and some awesome broadcasts.
Yeah.
Shout out XFlow, one of my teams. And then shout out the fam, my wife, Stephanie Hoffman. I appreciate you. And then that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Woo! Stratus! Yeah, Stratus.
Stratus, Cloud9 Stratus. Okay, raise your hand if you would like to come up and talk on the show. I will say, Houston folks, I saw a lot more hands. You guys are a much more shy crowd.
Not seeing enough movement.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
seeing enough movement in this crowd.
This man in these sunglasses right here in the gray, yes, exactly. There were two of you in sunglasses. I guess I didn't make that clear. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Ambrose.
Ambrose. Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto.
Toronto, nice. We love Canadians. So sorry about Worlds. I know it's a bit of a bummer.
I know. It's why we came here. So.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm glad you were still able to come out. I mean, I think this will be a really fun show. So, what do you want to talk about?
So I feel like it kind of ties into the content streaming or like the content creator and like the kind of amateur talent. But I feel like there should be like mandated streaming hours for like each team because that. I'll just kind of finish my like take or like the Q&A here. But like I feel like with pro players streaming more, it first has like really obvious like fan engagement and stuff. But I also feel like if, for example, if you see all the pros, like a few like big streamers like Doublelift and whatnot, when they stream in Champions Queue, or like the smaller or like more amateur players, for example, like Yukino Cat, they kind of like blow up with that. And I feel like if pros just stream more, fans would care more about the more amateur players or less known players. I feel like it would drive up the scene as a whole. And I think, like, I get it hurts the players like practice and maybe just the scenes like level like a bit, but I don't think it's gonna be that dramatic. And I don't leave it as that.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it because I do think that we had a lot of very popular players in the past, in part because of their streaming. So here, Ovilee, I know you didn't tackle the last one. Should pro players be forced to stream?
Did I just see two Cowboy Bebop cosplayers walk by? Do you know where you are? Okay, that was a little random, but shout out to that. That's an anime, Travis. It's a really good one, too. But no.
Oh, I watched the live action one on Netflix. It was really good. I thought it was so good, yeah. I didn't know they did a cartoon about it, too. That's crazy. Was it based off of
Unsubscribe to Travis Gafford
based off
right
of live
now.
action?
But no, I really like this take, though. Mandating streamer hours for a lot of our pro players, because something that I think the scene is lacking in particular, and honestly, I could speak of this. I just did the Australian League, the LCO finals last week at DreamHack, and I was blown away by like how colorful the personalities of all these players are. Like, back in the day, we have like Doublelift, we had the Bjergsen rivalry, we had Sneaky, we had Meteos, we had all of these like really strong personalities that would come out, stream, and amass like this fan base that would get super excited to also then tune into the LCS. And it feels like with a lot of the players we have right now, like the age of streaming and playing pro feels like it's kind of outdated. But I would like to go back to that. I would love to see our players stream when they're not scrimming or when they have a little bit of free time and really start to build up that fan base and build up that community. Did that answer the question? I got really distracted by the Cowboy Bebop cosplayers.
There's a guy wearing a shirt that says, "It's my freaking birthday."
Happy birthday!
Is it actually your birthday? Happy birthday to this man in the audience. Everybody, round of applause for this man's birthday. Yeah, nice EG hat. Okay, happy birthday. All right, so mandated streaming hours. Yeah, I think you did. It was a 7 out of 10 answer, but I think I don't think that you can mandate it because based on my personal experiences, getting players to do content that they don't want to do, it's not going to be good content. But I do think we need to figure out a way to really encourage and reward players to do this. Maybe there's like some sort of bonus structure where they get paid a decent amount if they're streaming or something along those lines. I would love to see Jojo Pyun stream. It breaks my heart that he doesn't.
I mean, I hear the salaries might go down next year. So
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Wait,
Salaries
correct-
down, streaming hours up.
Correct me on this though. Didn't players used to have mandatory streaming hours in their contracts when they first
Yeah,
signed?
they
like,
were
for their
not.
sponsors?
Well, they negotiated against it because the players all ended up realizing they have more power, and so now they don't do it as much.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So, but they used to, and I don't know. They also didn't make what they made now, so streaming back then was a way for them to double or sometimes even triple or quadruple their salary. So
Yeah, you can make bank from streaming if you're like a solid 1K Andy or something.
yeah, if everybody just subscribes to a streamer
But not this one.
right now, then you can make. Anyway, thank you so much. Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to Alien Grubhub. I'm from Toronto. I guess there's like the other one. I forgot what it's called.
No, you're. Oh yeah. No, I think it's. Yeah, I'm not gonna. say. But anyway,
I always
yes,
forget.
they have a
And-
wonderful program in Canada as well.
And shout out to just this Hotline League and
Yeah,
everything.
thank you.
I watched every single episode. It's been amazing. And
Awesome.
I love your interviews as well. Thank you for keeping the pro scene.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a good time. All right. Who else would like to ask a question? Okay, I'm going to go to you after because I just grabbed the guy right in front of you. It feels weird to pull from the same place. This man with the bag over his, yes. Hello.
That's a satchel.
It's a messenger bag.
It's a satchel.
Back in my day.
Is that a messenger bag or a satchel?
Back in my day, we did messenger bags. Okay, would you call it a messenger bag or a satchel?
It's a disc golf bag.
It's a disc golf bag. Okay. Shout out to
Get
disc
him
golf.
off. Get him
Yes.
off the mic.
All right. And what's your name?
My name is Sam.
Where are you from?
Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Okay. What would you like to ask or talk about today?
Nothing super important like the people before me. I'm one of those brand new not even a player. I was brought here by my friend who wanted me to experience this whole community. And it's
Awesome.
awesome.
And this is your first.
On the other hand, I only watched a few games of the series leading up to today and tomorrow, and I'm here for the crab game.
You're here for the crab
Yep.
game.
I want to see that represented as much as possible when the commenters are talking about what's going on.
Okay, fantastic. So that's your most exciting thing. Let me ask you, okay, so who are you rooting for then?
Cloud9.
Cloud9, okay. Because of the crab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just that, but I have a habit of backing winning teams.
Ah.
Not after the fact. I'm a Packer fan, you know.
Okay. Very good. Oh, there's a booze out
Oh,
for
I
that.
know what I said, and I know
Yeah.
where I am when I said it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so how are you? What do you think of the event so far?
This is amazing. Everything is way more professional than what I thought it would be. I mean, I've only seen this stuff through streaming. I haven't seen the live floor
Okay.
on any of this, and it's awesome.
So you have no idea who we are?
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's great.
Your life is better.
I absolutely love
for
this.
that.
You're the
I really
first,
love the energy.
You're the first person who has ever come onto one of my shows or done anything with me who's just clueless on what's going on, but it's fantastic. So what made you get it? Because I don't know if you know this, but we would like more people like you who are new to watching the LCS. So what got you into it? You said your friend did?
Yeah, he just said, hey, do you want to go to a championship tournament event going on? I
Yeah.
was like, why are you asking me? He's like, it would be a lot of fun, so.
Is your friend here?
Yeah.
Where
He
is
was-
he? Raise your hand, friend.
He was
There
the
we
one
go.
yeah, he was the TSM guy from earlier.
Round of applause. I'm so sorry, actually.
Can you do that like a couple thousand more times?
Yeah. No, round of applause for the man getting more people into the sport. We love to see that. And thank you for being so courageous as to walk up here and be like, yeah, I don't know, but this is cool. I'm glad. Hopefully we get some good games for you this weekend. But again, anything you want to shout out here at the end?
Not really.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out disc golf. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, I think we got time I thought we were going to go for another 15 or so minutes, but I'm hearing we might have to wrap early. We can get some more context on that. I did say that the man in the gray was going to come up, so let's see if we can get him up here. Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name is Brock, and I go by Moose.
Moose, okay. And where are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago, hey. All right, and what do you want to talk about today?
I just wanted to know your guys' favorite skins in League.
Favorite skins in League? Oh, I need to think about that. I think Astronaut Timo. It's super old school, but I really liked, that was one of the first skins that I had, and I think it's pretty cool. There's also like Classic Rise, which is one that you had to get from pre-ordering the game at GameStop, and I pre-ordered League of Legends at GameStop, and so I'm like one of like 5 people in the world I think that has that skin. So I feel like that's pretty cool. I like that. How about you? Oh, it's gonna be like a set skin or something.
No, first
thirsty,
of all,
huh?
base set skin is best. Like the other skin that he has is pretty cool, but just like displaying the abs front and center, great.
Pool party set displays the abs too.
Pool party set? Yes. What else do I like? I mean, I like the basic stuff too. I like Lunar Empress Lux. I like Star Guardian Soraka. But you know what skin we really need? Oh, one sec. Can I talk to that camera right there? You know what skin we really need? We got Arcane Jinx, we got like Arcane Vi, we got Arcane Jace. Where is my Arcane Victor? I just want to see non-robotic Victor stroll up onto the rift with that cane, and I want him to hit me with it.
Great. I knew you were going to take it somewhere weird. Okay. Thank you so much. Anything you want to shout out?
I want to shout out the Low Budget LCS. It's a little Discord server that we have tournaments for.
Yes.
And the Misfit Gaming, my team.
Yeah, low budget LCS. I've seen you guys on Reddit before, so I think that's always really cool. So thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend. Okay, so I want to get confirmation that if we have to wrap early right now. Well, you know what? I don't care. We're going to take this person right here in the Cloud9 jersey.
You're gonna grab them.
We're going to grab the Cloud9 jersey individual in the front.
Okay.
Hello. What is your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm from Andersonville, Chicago.
Shout out Chicago.
What?
What? No, I was saying hi to the Cowboy Bebop cosplay.
You can ignore,
hi, Cowboy.
Ignore Ovilee. She's always all over the place.
I'm bad at reading lips.
No, you're good. You just ignore.
My question is, when are we going to see the next non-cis man in the LCS? To my knowledge, we haven't had one since Remelia and Renegade.
Yeah, I mean, I think, so I would really like to see Riot continue, because they have game changers in Val, and I think that they've done a lot of programs, and I know they've done a little bit in League, but I would really like to see them continue to grow that part of their LoL esports program and try to create more awesome initiatives built to bring a more diverse group of people into the LCS. So I'm right there with you. I'd really like to see that. Ovilee?
I want to see it. Who wouldn't want to see it?
Yeah. No, I'm really rooting for them to continue to do that type of thing. I think it's been awesome to see them start to do that kind of stuff in esports, but I think there's a lot more work to be done. So I don't know, but hopefully soon, and I hope that we start to see even more programs that are being built and developed to make something like that happen. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I actually have a follow-up question.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm a big LCS fan, but I've only ever played League twice.
Okay.
Any tips as a woman for getting into the gamer scene? Because I'm a little scared of the alt chats and Discord.
Ovilee?
Just honestly, like, so I grew up in the trenches, right? Like Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, voice chat on. Nothing can break me at this point. Honestly, girl, just enjoy the game. If you weren't enjoying the game, stop the game. If it's just chat that's getting you down, mute all chat. There's always going to be jerks in the world, just like there's always jerks when you're walking through the street. You just got to ignore them. They'll go away eventually. It sucks, but only by continuing to like spread the message of, hey, don't be a jerk, can we start to try to make it a little bit better. This is a much longer-winded answer, but I know we got to wrap.
I also think, as shitty as that experience can be, and I don't think it should be ever like that, I do think one thing to do is to try to cultivate a group of friends and play with those friends, because if you are playing with 4 friends on your team who you trust, I personally think League of Legends is a game best played with friends rather than strangers. And so that's part of the reason why I'm like, make some friends here at this event for everyone, because playing with friends is always going to be the best way to play League of Legends. It is not always the best experience if you are not. So anyway, hopefully that's good. Do you have any shout-outs that you want to have here at the end?
Shout out to my partner, Pog Spartan, who got me into League.
Awesome.
And shout out everyone here at Travis Gafford Industries. I love Hotline League.
Thank you so much. That's very nice.
And Grubhub. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I wish we had time for more questions, but we do have to wrap, unfortunately. So thank you to everybody who tuned in online. Really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone here. Please stick around, because in about 10 minutes or so, they're going to be doing this or that. They're going to be handing out these hats, these bucket hats that you can participate in. And so that'll be here. The stream will be done. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ovilee. Anything you want to shout out here at the end?
Shout out Grubhub!
There it is. Took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you so much to Grubhub for making this happen. Can we get a round of applause for Grubhub here at the end? Thank you so much. Be sure to use those codes. Everyone have a great weekend. Be great to each other, and we'll see you all at Worlds.